Welcome to Sunday Swagger players. Justin's on hole 1. He's got 184. He said he's going to hit a little flutter.
A flutter.
A little flutter. Okay. That's a full cutter. Now Justin doesn't have enough to carry at 184, so he's got to run it up there. He's going to aim on the left-hand side and cut it in there. But short and left is fine. Right is dead. Remember, this is hole 1. There's lots of crap to the right. And he hit the cut, just started a little too far left, but he's going to leave him with a nice easy chip up the hill. Okay, so I have 126 up the hill after a nice 3-wood off the tee. Nice and smooth. I still look like a stiff old man. Jesus.
Pin high.
But hey, pin high.
Good shot.
About 6 feet for birdie. Now, he's got a difficult chip here. He can just chip it under the tree with a nice pitching wedge, but he hits a lofted club and it nicks the tree. Remember, take your easiest shot here.
Third shot.
This should be a nice easy chip up and down for Justin, even though this rough was crazy yesterday. I mean, literally 9 inches of rough. This stuff was crazy.
Boy, good shot.
And these greens are lightning. You know, Justin and I talked about reading the putts from both sides during this round, and it sounds good at first, and remember, this is the first hole, so this is probably the only time you'll see either one of us read putts from the other side. I mean, I have a birdie opportunity here, so of course I'm going to read it.
Okay, I was thinking.
But something that you want to do no matter what, and when we're playing in our Am Tour events, we try to do this every hole.
Or you can leave it in.
Okay, so I got a 6-footer here for birdie, and totally just misread it. I'm playing it outside the left edge, and it just fooled me from the other side. And I mean, I left myself a 4-footer coming back. But I have swagger, baby. Come on. Ching. Justin's got this for bogey. About an 8-footer. A little left to right. Maybe straighter than he thinks. He's really close to the fall line here. And notice Justin didn't go through his routine because he thought he had it. So go through your routine, players. Up next, par 5, hybrid off the tee. It's really narrowed up there. I can't reach the bunkers, so just put it 230.
Come back in there.
Right down the left-hand side. I believe this one ran through the fairway just on the left-hand side. But
there you go.
Driver is high stress for me here. Here's Justin. He's going to hit driver because this hole fits his eye really well. Now he's got to make good, solid contact in order for him to hit that.
Nice and smooth, baby. Finish and balance.
And it looked pretty heely there. Justin's trying to work on turning that toe over to hit it a little straighter.
Yeah, we make a...
Now Justin has over 300 yards. Just lay up to a nice yardage. You have one where you know you can get on the green.
Oh,
and he strikes one down there. Beautiful.
292 6-iron. He said he's gonna David Toms it.
For those that don't know, David Toms, along with the likes of Cory would notoriously lay up on par 5s because they weren't the longest of hitters. I'm using a different strategy nowadays and just trying to play low stress shots in there. So I laid up to a nice yardage with the 6-iron on a narrow par 5 there. All right, so Cool Water Cologne's got 165.
Oh, yeah.
We got some noise going on over here to the
Good
right,
shot.
some players over here.
What a player.
But Justin's got 165. Looks like there's a bunker on the right.
What a player.
Oscar Bravo left. And
player.
short
Nice
and
little
up
cut.
front is fine here, unless he can run it up that
Right,
middle.
that left side of the
But
green,
what he wants
peel
to
it
do
in there.
here is put a good stroke on it. Justin likes to line up right and swing across his body, something he's not really working on because he doesn't take advice from anyone.
Oh, yeah.
But hit a good shot up there.
Go hard, baby.
Nice cut, just ran up to the front, and once
that
again,
grass ate it up.
that rough just velcroed
That's the shot.
it.
131 pitching wedge. Third shot, par 5.
So buck 31, the pitching wedge. This should be within inside of 10 feet. And I just spray this right. I don't turn it over. The head comes up.
Speaking a little bit right.
Just look like a stiff old man.
A little short, but it's a good little spot.
Justin with a nice little chip here. A nice easy little chip up and down. He's got to land it short and let it run out. You're not going to get any spin out of this rough. So he should land it right on the front, about 2 feet on the green, and let it run out. And he just just missiled it. I've got a little pitching wedge back here, bump and run, and I kind of smoke it too. It's hard to judge the spin coming out of this long rough, and I didn't want to use a lofted club because you know, the danger of just coming right under it with this thick stuff. So I just bumped a little 9-iron out of there actually and left myself a 5-footer. Just want to get on the green in these situations when you have thick rough, and just give yourself a putt at it. Okay, up next is a little par 3, 204 yards. I pull out the 4-iron. Now there's out of bounds right, and there's a bunker on the left. The bunker on the left is okay, and short is fine.
Okay, hole number
I have about medium stress level here because a 4-iron is a tough shot for anyone. I really should have hit a 5-iron, something I could hit about 190, 195, and left it just on the front. But I was feeling good. I had a 4-iron. I think I tug it a little into the bunker there. No problem. But put a good stroke on it and get it on the green is the main objective. Sit down. Just over the bunker. Is in the bunker? Bunker. I got you. Yeah, I was trying to play a cut and mine just stayed straight. So Justin has 166. There's trouble all on the right. Just play something nice and short left or right up the middle. He does play that cut slice kind of shot, which is good for this hole, but if you end up going right, you're dead. I think he ends up okay, just short right here. Little chip and a putt.
Yeah, that took a weird
You're on
flight.
another bunker now. This was a tough little bunker
Yeah, it had
shot
top
because
spin, right.
of the pin placement. I'm kind of short-sided myself. Everything ran away here, so I'm just trying to get it up on the green, give myself a putt. Take those feet down and just splash it out. I'm going to leave myself about 10, 11 feet, but at least I have a putt, and the worst I'm going to make on this hole is a 4. I'm not going to scull it or try to get cute and leave it in the bunker. Take my medicine. So Justin has this little chip right up the hill. This is a perfect little pitching wedge 9-iron opportunity to bump it in and let it run out. He chooses a lofted club out of this high rough, and here's the result. Just flubs it like a flubster. Sometimes you just got to take the easier shot, low stress, just bump a little pitching wedge. We talked about it after this hole, a little 9-iron. Get it on the green, give yourself a putt. The worst he could have walked out of here was 4. He actually puts a good swing on this one and gets it close, but an opportunity, maybe a shot dropped. I think we started crushing beers right about this point, so the golf doesn't get much better, but it's still fun. Okay, just barely missed mine on the left-hand side, putting with the flag in. Like I said, the worst I'm going to walk out of here was a 4. Justin's got a long putt here, and I think he actually drains this one, which is kind of bittersweet because had he had chipped it on earlier, he could have possibly a safe par. But wow, great putt. Great putt. I think this is a hole he left his putter cover. Oh no, he grabbed it. Like I said, we started crushing beers after this, and he left his putter cover, all kinds of stuff.
No, that was the funniest thing ever. Like fucking with me, Sean, and that.
Okay, there's a couple little technical errors coming up here. We were working with some new ultra slow-mo type stuff, and so a couple of frames got paused and didn't work so well, so we missed my swing. I actually popped this 3-wood up. I only hit it about 220, just popped it up down the left-hand side. Justin goes with driver, but we get a good look at him in super slow-mo. And like I said, Justin aims right and cuts across his body because he doesn't rotate. It's a functional swing. He knows where the ball is going, but there's a lot left in his club. When it goes super slow-mo, you'll see him take it really super vertical without much body turn, and then come down real steep, and the ball just comes right off the heel, and everything goes right. If we could get him to turn his body more here, see it come off the heel, and it's already spinning right, you can tell. But, and he kind of, spins out with his back foot. But if we could get him a little more extended with his arms in the backswing, and then turning his hips, he could get a lot more out of that driver. Now, this was a questionable play. I mean, it's wide open for me, so I felt like driver was a good play. I did pump it right over the bunkers, and like I said, this rough was crazy. We ended up not finding my ball here, but it was inbounds. We just couldn't find it in this stuff. But this was a good drive. I probably should have hit a 3-wood or a hybrid just to keep it in the short stuff. So something to think about next time I play this hole. But this is a par 5. It seems pretty wide open. Even if I blew it right here, I'd be fine. I kind of hit it straight at those bunkers there where I was aiming and right over them. But like I said, the rough was so long that we couldn't find it. That was a decent swing.
Down the left side.
It's hard to read your body language. Just kind of held it, was kind of looking.
So this is after we just talked about turning that toe over for Justin. And he does a much better job there. Still spins out a little bit, but that was actually the last shot we got of the round. But I had a great time with my boy Justin at Twin Oaks and San Marcos. Till the next time, see you guys later. SWAGR Golf.